morning, everybody. We're here with Tom Corey today. He's one of the PSPP leaders for the business unit and for the region, and we're going to find out some of the things that he does to have a consistent planning process. So, hey, Tom, and I wanted to do a quick pan just to show you their cool office. Look at all those neat visuals. Got the meeting ground rules, the guiding principles, and then just a lot of really neat visual standards. And those are his phase planning, pull planning boards, and then just a really organized visual office. And so just want to give you a quick pan, and then we'll turn it over to Tom over here we'll start talking about that consistent plan.
All right. So one of the main objectives with us taking on the PSPP is to obtain consistency and predictability on the projects. Okay. One of the best tools that I've found is our planning cycle. Typically what I'll do is I'll update P6 on Fridays, print out our look-ahead schedules, also print out our committed work plan out of 360 plan, and I email it out to the trades. We'll highlight the next 2 weeks so they can use that for their real in-depth look-ahead, but also include it as an 8-week look-ahead so they can look at procurement. Also, they'll take that same information, and on Monday and Tuesday is when the trade foremen enter their tasks into 360 plan. And we have to work close with them. Some of them are really good at it, some need lots of coaching. On Wednesday, they come into the sub-meeting. We're already prepared. Most of the tasks are in there. And so it makes it much simpler to go through the meeting, going through area by area. We might have to do some adjustments and slide them around, but everything for the most part is already in there. Now, we go through the meeting, and we always end up with some things that the trades can't commit to. They don't know a delivery date, or they don't know if their crew is going to be available. So we'll spend Thursday and part of Friday firming those up, and then on Friday we repeat it.
I just wanted to do a quick shout out for Tom. He follows, and he is Mr. Consistent. He follows that system every week in and out, and it just does great at building culture.
This is all, it takes a disciplined approach to make that happen, to be consistent with it. So I want to show you some of the visuals that we have. P6, 360 plan, and all of our visuals are all labeled the same. This project is mainly a facade and hardscape project, so everything is by sector. So this one happens to be sector 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, and you can create a flow. You can actually see it in P6. As far as our site work, it's all zones. So we just maintain that common language, and we have flow for all the trades on how they're going to progress through the project. Okay. In addition, we have all of our exterior elevations. These are also labeled as well as far as where the sectors are. So they know where they're looking, and they know where a sector would start and begin. It's just trying to simplify it, and it's just better communication. A lot of times the trades are very confused when they first come on board. You're talking about where is sector 4A? But once they learn where it is, they know exactly where we're talking about on the project. And it takes about a week, and then they become familiar with it, and then they're comfortable with it.
Very cool. So I'll move over here so I can see you and the screen.
Okay, so every week I will prep the meeting prior to our sub-meeting. I always do it the day before. That way we've got good solid information. I'm not a last minute guy. I use this agenda that happens to be on our toolbox in the PSPP section. If you go on there, there are so many tools available for your use. Take this and modify it for your project. Now, here's some consistency that we have to do. We have a constant influx of new people. It's not always the same old people in here. So I constantly have to reiterate the purpose of the meeting. Why are we here? It's building trust and respect throughout the team. I'll cover all of these every week and explain it. Explain what we're trying to achieve, and then go through the main agenda. Now, we do cover safety and quality, but this planning meeting is devoted primarily to planning itself. I cover safety elsewhere, we cover quality elsewhere. So the things I touch base here is very high level. Okay. So just scrolling down here, down deeper into the planning area, I'll give them the major milestones, upcoming milestones of the project, so they know where we are in it. Okay, so just some high level dates. Then the meat of the project is the stand and deliver. As we go to 360 plan, we'll go in, and here's, for example, I'm in sector 4A. Now the trades have already entered their tasks in here. If they miss something, I can quickly add it during the meeting, but we'll put them in order and they will commit them, okay, right there in the meeting. Here's some things like this one, it's not committed, okay? We're gonna have to firm that up. There may be a roadblock or we're missing some information, so we could not commit that task. It's a non-critical activity, but we'll work through it. Okay? All this takes a lot of work, takes a lot of preparation, takes a lot of follow through, but being consistent has a definite result for everybody. On this project, we're currently running, we're tracking at an 87% success rate. with
Tom,
the
I'm
PPC.
gonna get closer to that. That's impressive. So
All right.
go ahead. So
But
go ahead.
overall, you can see right here how consistent we are. It's been very, very good. So the benefit for everybody is the trades are successful. They know that the trade handing off work is more than likely gonna be ready for them. And so they'll be able to get in and accomplish their work with ease. So again, if everybody else is successful, we're successful as well. Okay. All right.
That's fantastic. Just in observing your meeting, everyone leaves knowing what the plan is. And I also like the email that you sent out after the meeting is done to make sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, you talked about everybody knowing the plan. We also conduct our 10-minute huddle every morning, our check-in. And so that plan is revisited continually all week long. We don't always pull up 360 plan and cover it, but we're always talking, what's your plan for the day? And so the trades know and understand what they're doing. So after our sub-planning meeting, we always send this out. Like I said, I'll have my 8-week look ahead with a 2-week highlight, as well as my committed work plan. I'll copy this is repetitive, okay? Using this as your guide to enter your tasks, and if you are seeing your task highlighted, then you should be planning on attending our meeting, okay? I'll cover some high-level status, just to give them a quick flavor of what the project is, and then I share our success. So that's just a snapshot of where we were last week. And then I'll always add some upcoming work, on the project so that they can kind of know the direction that we're going without diving into the schedule. So again, every Friday that goes out, that goes to the entire subcontractor team so they know at a glance where we are.
That's fantastic. And that's a perfect example in my mind of creating clarity on the job so everyone knows what's happening. It's a consistent, stable environment, and it's just fantastic. So any closing thoughts as we conclude this video?
Yeah, absolutely. If you work with your local region or your teams on the PSPP, there is so much information in there. If you dive in deep, it defines everything. The resources are there. It may steer you on the toolbox to go some other places, but it's all available for your help. If that doesn't work, find that mentor, somebody that can explain things and help, share successes or failures or whatever challenges that they may have had, just to help you improve and gain more consistency.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you for this whole video, Tom. I appreciate it.